He narrated this story of his trials and tribulations to these eight persons. Now, as a reader of this short story, first we cannot make out that what is going on, and then we have to apply some mind because this is something uncommon, and then because we are also under this impression that this poor boy, he is simply asking for 8 rupees, and as that well dressed man and the other persons of of his category, as they believe that this boy is although poor, but he is a nice fellow, and he has fallen a prey to his circumstances. So they they try to help this 16-year-old boy, and out of that pity which they show towards him. So as readers, we are also of the same temperament. We are also under that kind of impression that when this boy feels happy and he counts that today is an auspicious day for me because I have been able to earn 64 rupees. I have at least found 8 persons who have believed my story, and then an abrupt turn comes, and we come to know that this boy is not a simple boy, that this boy is although poor, but he is a cheat. This boy cheats people under the disguise of his poverty. And this boy is actually a posier, one who poses. And he poses as if he has got lot of liabilities. He narrates his tale about his family conditions, the poverty which he has to face, the miseries, the trials, the tribulations of his life. And in this small age also, he is not able to study, he is not able to go to school and college, and he doesn't have any father, he doesn't have any helping brother. On the other hand, he has got his liability of 3 sisters. He has to get them married. He has got an old mother, and he has to run the expenses of this house. So this whole story is fabricated. This whole story, it's not a true story, because whatever he gets little through his boot polish, he gets many times more than that through this story. And in this sense, this boy is a posier, and actually he exploits his poverty to serve his malefied motive. Now, his motive is to earn money, and this motive is malefied because he tries to achieve his motive not through the noble means, but through these means of cheating. But he cheats the so called otherwise good persons in the disguise of a hard working fellow, and he fabricates his story. And he is such a good narrator. He tells his story in such a nice manner, in such an emotional manner, with so much touching scenes that even the otherwise educated and good persons, they come under the impression of his fake story, and they give that amount very happily. Now, if we look at this amount, it's not a very big amount, because 8 rupees is such a less amount which doesn't create any kind of problem, because if he asks 50 rupees or 100 rupees, now that would seem uh, a great amount, because a person may not give 50 rupees or 100 rupees to an unknown fellow. But this boy gives this impression that I basically earn through my hard work, and whatever work I, little or more I get, this is not sufficient uh, to run my house. And he shows his helplessness. He presents his story in such painful words, with shedding tears, that any good fellow, he starts believing his story. And when that fellow is cheated, he doesn't know that he has been cheated. This is a kind of cheating only, because we cannot say it other thing, but this novel cheating, because uh, there are many methods of cheating, just as we know that there are thieves and dacoits also. Now thieves, they enter in the dark of the night. Dacoits, at some places, they come even in the day, but they come with their weapons. They've got everything with them. So they are there. But when we come across such kind of novel cheaters, we cannot believe that this kind of cheating also takes place. Now, this short story writer, Muralidas Milvani, he presents this story in such a lucid manner that we we come across we come across such a situation in which the story becomes very interesting initially, and as the story keeps on going ahead, we are under this impression that this boy is really poor, and we also identify ourselves with this boy, and we such a kind of feeling develops in our hearts that something should be done for this boy. And this boy is very smart. He is such a small cheat that he exploits his poverty to cheat even the otherwise intelligent fellows in a noble manner. Why I call it noble? Because the fellow who gets cheated, even he is he is not sure of his cheating. This well-dressed man, when he is ready to give 10 rupees to this boy, and this boy is adamant that I will take only 8 rupees. Now, such a kind of atmosphere is created that this fellow, and like other fellows also, because in all there are 8 fellows who have been cheated today only. on the day of this story. But this process of cheating, it keeps on going for a number of days, and this is the daily practice of this Polish boy. And he narrates his poverty tale in such humble words, in such pathetic words, that the men who come across, they start believing his story totally and very happily. After getting convinced totally, their hand enters their pockets, and when this money is given to this boy, that man is also feeling happy, and this boy who is cheating is also feeling happy. So this is such a psychological story where both the characters, the man who is being cheated by this boy and the boy who is cheating the man, both are feeling happy, because nobody is unhappy here. Even that man, when this boy says that I will return this amount as soon as possible, now this man says that you carry out your work. If you do not even, if you are not able to repay it, no problem, you have it, because your honesty is appreciable. So this story is embedded with such kind of threats, where this situation becomes quite uncommon, because mostly when somebody is cheated, when he or she feels that I have been cheated in this manner, a kind of such feeling comes that now onwards I won't believe anybody on this earth, because I have been duped, I have been cheated. But this 16-year-old boy, he has discovered such a noble way of cheating that he gets his desired amount, and the persons who are being cheated, they also give very happily. So he doesn't appear as a beggar also. He doesn't appear as a beggar, and he doesn't appear to be a cheat also. But his impression is that of a young fellow in his teens who is helpless in his life, and he has to carry out the mighty task of bringing his family members. Now, this boy is a symbol. When we conclude, let's conclude this story. This boy is basically a symbol who exploit his poverty to serve his malefied motive. And in real life also, we come across so many persons of this nature, that even when they go at the top, even when they get good position in life, they get good post, and they keep on narrating those tales of their poverty, their helplessness, and in this manner they try to convince people that please take pity on us, and please help us, please give us whatever we want. So here this boy stands as a symbol of a cheat, but a sophisticated cheat, and the manner in which he cheats That manner appears very convincing. So we conclude with this statement that this boy is such a symbol of all those real characters in life which are not more than a beggar, but they are sophisticated beggars, and they try to beg power, money, post, etc., all the things under the disguise of their helplessness. Be it may be their poverty, it may be their bad condition, and actually this is the condition not so, but all these stories, they are framed stories. So we conclude this story on this note that this story is an exceptional story, and we must thank Muralidas Melwani that he has succeeded as a short story writer in giving us this beautiful story. Now, Mr. Melwani, he has not written much, but whatever he has written, it's very convincing, and his uh, his his position in the field of Indo-Anglian short story writers, he has become the position has become permanent, because a writer is not judged by the the volumes in which he has written, but he is judged by the effect which he produces on his readers. And Muralidas Melwani, he has created such a tremendous effect on the readers that he has emerged as a good and exceptional short story writer. Now, in this context, I would also say that this